Lana, I think you said it best. A lot of moving parts going on here on the Second Date Updates. Commercial-free New Country 99.5 QYK. Jack has reached out to us, wants to talk to Samantha and set another date up with her, but there's a lot that went on.
Well, the second date was a kid birthday party. It was his nephew.
Yeah.
She said she'd go. And, obviously we were asking a bunch of questions like, did she get stuck with the kids the whole time? Does she even like kids? I mean, what was going on at the party? And he's like, no, she had a good time.
Yeah.
So who knows? All
right. So he was pretty confident that things were okay, but we're going to call Samantha right now and see if we can get her on the phone.
Hello?
Hi, good morning. Is this Samantha?
Yeah, speaking.
Hey, Samantha. This is actually JR, Lana, and Kevin over here at 99.5 QYK. How you doing?
Radio station?
Yeah, that's us.
Okay. How can I help you guys?
Well, if you would have a couple minutes, do you think we could talk to you on the air for a second? I know that's a big thing to ask you, but just a couple minutes. I'll be honest with you. We got a call from a guy named Jack who went on a date with you and told us about your dinner date, and then also the fact that you went to his nephew's birthday party. And he had a lot of nice things to say about you, and said that you handled kind of maybe an awkward situation really, really well. But he hasn't been able to get a hold of you since. So we're all just kind of wondering why that is.
I mean, Jack's a nice guy. His family is cool. But I just kind of find it a little strange that, the nephew was turning 8, right? It's a little kid's party. Why was everyone going so hard in the drinking? It just felt very weird to me. And I didn't know really how to process all of that.
Oh, the parents were partying.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Just make sure the 8-year-olds were sober at the same.
Oh, no. Yeah, no, let's clarify that. The 8-year-old is cute, fine. It was all the parents and all the adults. It felt more like some kind of rave. I felt it was a little inappropriate, and I just didn't think it was fair to the kid, Sure, they had bouncy houses, but then they also had, Bobby for Apple shot games and, bear pong things and all. I mean, they went in so hard.
So did you partake?
No, I did not. I was cool. I smiled, I hung out. And at first I kind of started, counting how many shots Jack was taking. But after a while, I just stopped counting. It was so many.
So let me just set the scene. So in your mind, you get there and you just see these parents just going really hard as far as the drinking goes, and it's kind of not about the kids anymore. It's more about the parents having a good time.
That's right.
I think a lot of times, though, parents, they do play dates and they do those kinds of things so that all the kids can play together. So they do kind of get a break from attending to their kids, especially if they have a very needy age.
Nothing more dangerous than a mom with a Yeti tumbler. I'll tell you right now. She shows up loaded and ready to go. Okay. Well, we do have Jack on the phone with us, Samantha. Want to bring him back on real quick? Hey, Jack.
Yeah.
Does that sound like the party that you had for your nephew?
I'm not saying it's out of the ballpark of what happened, but I want to say, I don't really see the problem. We're all neighbors. Nobody was driving. We was hanging out. So there's so many times you can watch a kid in a bounce house. You know what I mean? I'm there with my friends. I'm having a good time. I don't get it.
But it felt more like a New Year's Eve party rather than a 8-year-old kid party. I just feel it was inappropriate, and I'm glad that you guys are neighbors, so there's no drunk driving involved. But I mean, my gosh, does that mean that now I could drink 50 times more than I normally would?
50 is, I think that's an exaggeration, but we get together all the time. There's never been an issue.
You did literally maybe at least 10 shots.
Someone was being unsafe. We make sure everyone's safe, we're all responsible adults.
I mean, I could see a couple of beers, but shots, yeah, that's at a birthday party. Shots?
I felt very uncomfortable, and I felt really bad for your 8-year-old nephew. I'm sorry.
I don't know what to tell you. Everyone was safe. We're all responsible adults. It's not illegal. I'm not doing anything. No one's ever said anything before, so I'm not sure what the problem is.
Well, let me ask you this, Samantha. I mean, what if Jack were not to, drink as much on another date and tone it back? Because obviously you went on a first date. He didn't do that. Would you be willing to go on another date with him where it didn't involve a party?
Honestly, absolutely. I just definitely would not, because I just don't. I would not want, like, let's say we had, got married, had kids. I don't want that for my kids. Like, I don't want any of that. I don't want, my children to be around any of that. So if that's who he is and what he's about, I'm going to pass on the next day. It's just not good. I'm not with it.
All right.
Look, I can respect that. Obviously, we're not on the same wavelength. So, if that's not her scene or vibe, then I guess maybe it's better that we pull off the Band-Aid now.
All right. Gotcha. Well, guys, thanks for both coming on today. You guys have a great day, okay?
All right. Thank you.
I mean, that sounds like it could have got a little out of hand. I mean, for an 8-year-old's birthday party.
I think doing shots is probably a little bit much. But I mean, at kid birthday parties, you serve alcohol. You serve beer usually. I mean,
yeah, absolutely you do.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's not uncommon. Maybe they just,
went a little hard.
Maybe it went a little too hard for her, maybe. I don't know.
All right, let's hear what you think. It's been a deal breaker for you. Are you with Samantha? 800-992-1099. 800-992-1099.